Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Strategic Mind, the Pacific.
Waiting for the Emperor's orders.
We're in the Guadalcanal scenario and the enemy has been dug in at this victory objective. We'll get them. Things have been going my way so far, so it's not too bad. Basically, Guadalcanal is now heavily reinforced and completely under my control. So
Things are going to explode. Bombs are gone. Let's get back to
things are looking up, and I don't see any opportunity for the enemy to get back from it, really.
Only a few bombs left.
Because they'll have to land on the island somewhere, and I also have control of the seas now.
Can't hide from the blast waves.
So it's just a map operation to clear the remainder of the ground forces from
The warriors of the sky are at your command.
Guadalcanal.
Done. Where is our next target?
Leveling up these guys is technically just a formality and not even necessary, I think. But because actually upgrading them is better, it's strictly better to upgrade them than to not do it, so I will. No other units can be upgraded anyway. Okay, so that's the island itself. We've got everything on the wraps there.
Protectors of the fleet. Entering the designated area. We serve faithfully.
Then up here, let's see what we get to do.
Your orders.
Thing is that I don't see very well, of course.
Operational. Verifying the enemy's location.
There's some piece of nasty out there, and probably here too. Yeah, so we got our first destroyer out here. Now with the weather being like this, it's... I mean, it's night, so... It means damage is gonna be less. 1, 2... Okay, let's move you out here.
Behind us is the rising sun. Ahead is eternal glory. We are the heart of the Imperial Navy, no matter what the battleships say. They thought that we were
Okay, that's the first one. I also need to get some troops out here, or I could try to do some naval landings with these. Might be okay too. I will have to think about it.
the waves.
Okay, so we have deep dive, wreck ships, one more shot. I would go for need more ammo for now, although elusive is also really good. Like, how often do I need more ammo? Not very often. And this does give me 3 more defense, 5 more defense, wow.
Exploring the area. We are ready to sink their ships. The shots. Exploring the area.
Going after the engine too, of course.
All hail the Emperor!
Okay, so you haven't moved yet.
All crew is reporting.
And for you to attack here with the main guns is the best choice, I think.
No stopping us! Long live His Majesty, the Emperor!
All guns ready.
Open the doors to the abyss.
So that did quite a bit of damage. One I'd like to get close because I do need to finish off whatever units are on there as well. Let's take a look. I'm sure they have something, probably anti-air. They don't? It's empty? Well, that would suit me just fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go here first.
We carry the deadly arrows of the Emperor.
Do another one of those.
Let us bathe in the wisdom of our godly Emperor. There is no stopping us.
Attack them twice. They're out of ammunition now.
Bathe in the wisdom of our godly Emperor.
That doesn't do a whole lot more indeed.
Gaijin's insurance.
That's one down. This is 5 hexes away.
We will be on time.
All guns ready.
Engage.
Finish them off. Easy
I'm in
enough.
position. That area is under our control.
Hmm.
Enemy.
Sure, let's
We have
get at the ones which are furthest away.
this, dirty rats.
Apparently, I don't even need to finish them
Checking that.
off. I don't even need to finish off all of them.
Greetings from the Imperial Navy. Target acquired. Take this, dirty rats. Entering the designated area.
Yeah, so these guys will be able to land and take these 2 hexes on the next turn.
We are the heart of the Imperial Navy, no matter what the battleships say.
Imperial Air Service. In unity is our strength. Explosions reflect the rising sun. Good morning. Are we fully loaded? In unity is our strength.
Really? Only 2 for you.
They're dead.
Oh well.
Will there be fighters covering us?
What does the
I
Emperor
can
want
use a
us to do?
0 to finish this one off.
Your order was carried out. We have not let the enemy convoy break through to Guadalcanal.
I am pleased our fleet has carried out their mission successfully. Only the gods know what would happen if this large enemy force landed successfully. I hope our victory is just around the corner.
Yes, me too. How much of the enemy did we destroy so far? 62 now. Alright. Not bad.
All systems operational.
What should be destroyed next? Carrying bombs to enemy lines. To ashes. Right on target.
Let's get the
Those
last
bombs are quite
one.
dangerous, you know. Poor souls.
It looks like it's the last one.
Carrying bombs to enemy lines.
So these guys will land on the carriers on the next
Knows
turn.
no defeat.
And I guess I'll be moving back towards the center of the map because that will give me the most versatile
Guns than the entire enemy
setup.
if you include aircraft.
No one can stop me, except for you.
Caution, the enemy may be nearby.
Start the engine.
So let's get some guys around Henderson Field and we'll see what's up afterwards, really.
Imperial artillery
Think-
at your command.
Yeah, you're
ready to
fine.
The samurai are always ready to do battle. Be careful with the bombs.
Enemy pilots think that the sky is their territory. Huh, naive.
Seems like these guys are just leaving now.
According to the intelligence, significant forces of the U.S. Army are approaching the Solomon Islands from the south. However, their goal is not Guadalcanal. It is the airfield next to Munda village on Choiseul Island.
Apparently, the enemy has decided to change tactics. Now they are trying to cut Guadalcanal off from the west, establishing control over the slot. It might create serious difficulties for transport of our forces in the future. We cannot let the enemy fulfill their strategic plan.
So, the weird thing here is capture the airfield at Munda, but I'm quite... Okay, that looks weird. These houses are flying. Uh-oh. I see a crash coming up. Is it in other places too? No. Just at Munda. Anyway, we actually need to protect the airfield and not, as they say, capture it. Which is quite confusing because it does say capture it.
Let us bathe in the wisdom of our godly emperor.
At any rate, we did get that now.
Imperial artillery at your command. Japanese warriors are the most feared and deadly of all. Imperial air service.
We're trying to get rid of those
Explosions look like the rising sun.
fortifications for some time.
Bomber is here. Their days are numbered.
And with for some time, I mean actually really long.
Imperial air service.
They've been dug in quite heavily.
Gonna have a tough time.
What does the Emperor want us to do?
But
They don't stand a chance.
they'll go next turn, I'm sure. At any rate, let's do some reconnaissance and see
Verifying the enemy's location.
where they might be coming from.
Verifying the enemy's location.
But they're likely
Verifying
going to
the
come
enemy's
from here because Munda is this here.
Verifying
Yeah,
the
they're
enemy's
here.
location. Verifying the enemy's location.
Okay, so they...
Verifying the enemy's location.
Is this it? Okay, well, I mean, I will shift my forces in that direction, but it does not seem like
Bombs are heavy.
the
Units
biggest threat I've ever seen.
strength. Are we
So
fully
far,
loaded?
at least.
We bring death on our wings.
What does the Emperor want us to do? The enemy won't see us coming.
Wow. Of course, that's the, the wrong unit. That was silly. And the only thing I can do here is get these guys into the other carrier.
What does
And
the
then
Emperor
you
want
at that
us to do?
carrier. There we go.
I'm still here, looking for a prey. Ugh, I like rice, but could we eat something else for a change?
Imperial destroyer at your service.
Our vessel is the pearl of the combined fleet.
We have more guns than the entire enemy fleet, if you include aircraft.
Okay. Now,
On the ground, everyone fears us.
there's...
We are ready to
The only
serve.
thing that I'm a bit afraid of is that these guys will get hit.
War is our path.
But if they dig in heavily,
We are descendants of the noble samurai. Victory will be ours.
they'll probably be fine.
will be proud of us. The enemies of the empire
Okay,
will not
sweet.
run away from us. We are descendants of the noble samurai. War is our path. War is our path.
Imperial destroyer at your service.
Okay.
That area is under our control. That area is under our control. We serve faithfully, entering the designated area.
Japanese warriors are the most feared and deadly of all. Our spirit is strong, our blades are sharp.
I will try and move some of them
We won't let you
inland.
down.
Although the artillery can't really be moved inland because
We are ready to serve. We will
their
die
movement is
for
only
the
one. They have no trucks, and I don't want to give it to them. We haven't taken too much damage yet, right? No. Okay, good.
Admiral Yamamoto, an urgent message. Our radio intercept operators have detected enemy ships approaching from the south.
What's that now? Another group of American Marines?
No. It's a large strike unit
Wow.
consisting of 2 carriers, a few battleships, and a number of escort vessels. It seems this time the U.S. Navy has thrown everything they have into the battle.
God of the sea and storm, Susano, has taken plenty of ships around Guadalcanal. It seems that these are the only ones he is missing. The end of the battle is coming. It is time to build our strength and show the enemy what a real samurai attack is like.
Alright. Destroy the enemy fleet. 0 out of 6 for now. We did capture back San Cristobal.
Let us bathe in the wisdom
At least.
of our godly emperor.
Take some time before these guys get back to the battlefield as well.
I'm still here.
All crew is reporting.
Maybe I should have gone and taken that island with the Tonic class. Then at least these guys would be a little bit ahead
Bring the storm.
by now.
Firestorm.
I'm in position. Moving.
We have more guns than the entire enemy fleet, if you include aircraft.
Verifying the enemy's location. Verifying the enemy's location.
There we are. That's a pretty big
The samurai
troop.
are always ready to do battle. All enemies of the Emperor will be defeated.
Come
They
on.
won't even see where our fire is coming from. The Emperor's banner will soon rise. We have kicked the Yankees out of all the strategically important points of Guadalcanal and Tulagi.
Great. However, the battle is not over yet. The Americans will not give up Guadalcanal just like that. So they will be sending more and more troops until they drown in blood. It is our duty to hold on until the end and keep all the strategically important locations.
Yes. So we just have to hold it till the end. Our pre-final turn. Either way, this destroyer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I need to back up at least 2 hexes.
Imperial destroyer at your service. Do you require assistance? Do you require assistance?
We have more guns than the entire enemy fleet, if you include aircraft.
Could you locate additional targets? My life for the Emperor!
If-
We won't let you down.
It'll be interesting to see where the enemy. Yeah, let's actually give these guys some trucks here. Because I really am afraid that they'll get smashed. So
After that,
moving them here should at least keep them safe, I think, because the enemy can't really see all the way out there. That's what I think.
we bring death on our wings. There better be
I'll also put the bombers inside the
only a few
airfield
bombs left.
at the
Prepare
very
to
least,
disengage. Those bombs are heavy.
because the enemy will
Will
be
there
bringing
fighters covering
more
us?
fighters,
Our guns are always ready.
and I'll try to lure out the enemy fighters at least
We will not let the Emperor
by
down.
creating a
Fight
fighter
another.
pocket that they might
Are
go
there new
after,
orders from our godly Emperor? We will not let the Emperor
and
down.
which will of course be a death trap to them. They can't use anti-aircraft on it because it's too far, except maybe by going in here. I didn't calculate that properly. The idea was
More
to
guns than the entire enemy
keep
fleet.
all of them outside of anti-aircraft range, but
A
I
death
seem to
bomber is here.
have missed that.
We bring death on our wings.
No, it happens.
Not underestimate us.
Anyway, that seems to be it for this turn. bomber there. Okay, it kind of sucks that they went over there. So they did see all of that. However, magically that was, because I don't think they could have proper view over this, really. Well, they can obviously see that, but maybe they saw it from there? Having both night and rain is not particularly great for me.
Deadly arrows of the Emperor.
Verifying the enemy's location.
Seems like... What is your movement? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they wouldn't be able to land on the next turn yet.
We are the muscle of the Imperial Navy. Set the course.
Imperial submarine here. Looking for prey. Finally, some orders.
Our strength is in numbers of dead enemies.
Which is definitely good.
We will inform you if the enemy is ahead. Do you require assistance?
What that means is I'll move some units up north so they can deal with the enemy landing party when they arrive there, and my units shouldn't be taking much damage anyway with both night and rain.
Imperial destroyer at your service.
We are the instrument of the Emperor's will. All crew is reporting.
Yeah.
We deliver death. Get behind them. They will pay in blood. Our guns are always ready.
Well, these guys can't fire back, so
A fighter here.
they should be
What does
easy
the Emperor want us to
prey.
do?
1, 2, 3, 4. So I again...
Always first.
Wow.
Our guns are always ready.
That's pathetic.
Get behind them.
Alright, there we go. Again, I want to try and stay out of range, but at least that's 2 bombers down, so that
We are the
I
heart of
guess
the
would
Imperial
already
Navy,
help me a
no
bit.
matter what the battleships say. We have more guns than the entire enemy fleet, if you include aircraft.
And that'll be the end of the turn.
Waiting for the Emperor's orders.
The Imperial fleet knows no defeat.
Verifying the enemy's location.
It's not super useful for me to exactly know where the enemy units are right now. So... I won't bother. Good weather, nice. It is important for this turn, though.
We were destined to serve aboard this magnificent vessel.
We are the heart of the Imperial Navy, no matter what the battleships say.
Okay.
Our strength is in numbers of dead enemies. Entering the designated area. Greetings from the Imperial Navy.
Tag them.
Time required. Devastating
Tag them.
fire. Greetings from the Imperial Navy.
And then there.
Just show us the target.
You have evasive
Your
maneuvering.
orders.
You have scouting. Okay, that game started lagging real badly there. If I go over those units.
Protectors of the fleet. Your orders.
Our vessel is the pearl of the combined fleet.
Are there new orders from our godly Emperor?
verifying the enemy's location.
So these are still a ways behind, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They can still target everything within that range. And also aircraft.
Do you require assistance? Do you require assistance? I'm in position.
They should be able to get closer and then use their smoke generator if I finish off this one.
Require assistance?
So I think that's probably the best option. Go in here,
That was
use
a perfect
these,
shot.
move in
Entering the designated
here.
area. For Japan.
Because destroying the landing party means they can't land there anymore and practically guarantees that that objective. I'll actually go for engine acceleration here. I use smoke screen.
Enemy vessels are lurking nearby.
And even for you, I'll be using that ability.
Except for you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Checking that sector. We serve faithfully. Observing the horizon. Do you require assistance? Searching for the enemy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4.
They are ready to sink their ships. Ugh, I like rice, but could we eat something else for a change?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
We were destined to serve aboard this magnificent vessel.
Our guns are always ready. Our guns are always ready.
Surprised I didn't go for this,
Are there any targets?
but
No one.
I guess I'll send them back and wait for the next wave.
A fighter here.
Okay, but one thing that I could do
What does the Emperor want us to do?
is
Our guns
move
are
these out,
always
because
ready.
this might still be able to lure some of them.
The sky is like an ocean, and we are its sharks. It's a good day for a naval
Let's move
battle,
you back a bit.
isn't it?
Also against any potential submarines.
Entering the designated area. Searching for the enemy.
Alright, let's see. Okay, they're pounding my infantry. They'll probably finish it off then. Not yet. Okay, but they use their ability as well to get less damage, the smoke screen. Right. Oh boy. Oh, that's one damage only. Okay, not too bad. Don't they have an Overwatch there? Yeah. Okay, that actually went fairly well. And there's good weather again. Nice.
Of dead enemies. Greetings from the
Let's
Imperial
attack.
We found their weak spot, engaging in combat.
Using the anti-aircraft guns first.
Ooh, which weapon to use?
Because
Yes, this one.
that's
We are
always...
the instrument of the Emperor's will.
easiest choices to make. And I don't mind using their long-range anti-aircraft guns, but I don't want to get up too close, because I don't think I could finish off the enemy in one go. So I want to keep these guys a little bit to the back.
Big mistake.
Imperial destroyer at your service.
The Imperial fleet knows no
Okay.
The Navy is the stalwart defender of the...
I'll just start with a duel against this destroyer.
Look at those guns! They are huge!
Okay. Move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I use the big guns here now, it seems like I'll be likely taking damage. But I'm fine. Really? Against the hull?
We will win.
Alright, so I need to finish off the shell hole because that would cause even more damage. Oof. This is starting to rack up a bit. But at least their guns are down and their main gun has been fired, so these guys can't really do a whole lot anymore.
All guns ready.
No need to attack them once more.
Closing the distance. Our huge guns are about to fire.
Underwater silence makes me mad.
Have only 7 movement. It's not a lot.
Imperial submarine here.
These guys are powerful enough that they can withstand a couple of attacks. Because of their ability deep dive, which really ramps up their defenses.
Do you require assistance?
You don't have scouting, do you? No, just evasive maneuvering. I don't like that.
Our strength is in numbers of dead enemies.
Our vessel is the pearl of the combined fleet.
So you can no longer attack. I have to check their movement as well, because if they can no longer move very well, then they're also almost down for the count. So this destroyer can attack once, and this destroyer gets to attack twice. I would like to take down as many anti-aircraft guns as possible too. I can practically bomb that one almost 100% safely now.
We open the doors to the abyss. Our mighty weapons will smite them.
Because I also do want to start using my my anti-aircraft, my planes.
Do you require assistance?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Checking that sector. engaging in combat.
Yeah, their anti-aircraft gun defenses are down. These guys will use their torpedoes first, so I'm free to attack.
Targeting the enemy.
Hopefully... No, I only got rid of one. But I'll get closer,
Are lurking nearby.
use that. Use another smoke generator.
We will
And move
inform
up
you if
here.
the enemy is ahead.
You
That area
move in
is
here.
under our control.
use
Take this,
torpedo,
you dirty
finish that
rats.
off. Then
We are the muscle of the Imperial Navy.
you attack once, finishing off the anti-aircraft gun. Your anti-aircraft gun is also down. Same for them. So
Engage!
attack there. They have one anti-aircraft gun left.
All guns ready.
Gaijin's insurance shall ensure their death.
Targeting the enemy.
Did that? Oh, come on.
Target acquired.
That really sucks that they didn't take down the anti-aircraft in one go. Anyway, you're moving out here,
Enemy is ahead. We have silenced them.
destroying those two, and using the smoke generator. That should hopefully take care of business there too.
Faithfully.
Let us bathe in the wisdom of our godly emperor.
Oh? How'd you see us?
If the battleships are the muscle of the Imperial Navy, we are its brain. No one can
Okay.
escape our fire.
Let's use.
Are there any targets?
Let's go back first. Out again. Use altitude. Overwatch breakthrough.
with lightning speed.
Go in there. Don't take any damage.
If the battleships are the muscle of the Imperial Navy, we are its brain.
Let's start going for a few bombers.
Will there be fighters covering us? Poor souls. In unity is our strength.
Underwater silence makes me mad.
We are the instrument of the Emperor's will.
Okay,
The Imperial fleet knows no defeat.
let's
Are
grab
we
another
fully
bomber.
loaded?
Oh, it's a torpedo bomber.
The weight of our bombs makes
Nope.
me feel more confident.
So you still have anti-aircraft.
Is someone observing that area? Explosions look like the rising sun. Good morning. The enemy's gonna have a tough time. Carrying bombs to enemy lines.
And I will have, I mean the Zero can't attack, but I will have my units be protected as well. Although they seem to be able to do damage against these guys just fine. Let's see though. Altitude, all weather, boom and zoom. Let's make these defender instead of link to fight. They have 4 left. Let's use the afterburner anyway.
We are the fastest. Consider them dead.
They still do some damage, so
If the battleships are the muscle of the Imperial Navy, we are its brain.
I should be having 3 bombers
systems.
at least. Yeah.
Operational. Behind us is the rising sun. Ahead is eternal glory.
Is someone observing that area? We're going to send them our generous gift.
If I destroy the engine, then also they can't move, and that also works quite well. I think.
Observing the horizon.
Route confirmed.
I can't wait any longer. What's that?
Alright, let's actually do this.
Oh, sailors.
And then move back in here.
Oh, our godly emperor.
Observing the horizon. I'm in position.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Moving carefully.
Let's actually move in there.
Greetings from the Imperial Navy. Target acquired.
Okay. The less enemies there are, the better as well.
Our strength is
So-
in numbers of dead enemies.
What do I need to repair? Nothing. Did they just already move?
Do you require
Really?
assistance? Start the engine.
So I can't really attack this because the enemy has their carriers as well. So these guys are naturally going to take quite a bit of a beating in the air.
Guns are always ready.
But I'm still hoping that it's mostly going to be non-lethal damage. And I'll definitely put these guys out there as well as a protection.
No defeat. The sky is
And
like
hopefully
an ocean.
they'll spread out
We are
the
sharks.
bad
The
beats a
enemy
bit.
won't see us coming.
Imperial Air Service.
No, it's a torpedo launcher. How much of the enemy have you destroyed? It's only 5 now.
Japanese warriors are the most feared and deadly of all. We will move
Again,
fast
I
and
hope they
strike
won't
hard.
see him there. We'll see. This turn is gonna hurt. I kind of feel like I didn't play it as well as I might have been able to. I could have retreated a bit more, maybe. I don't know.
We are the muscle of the Imperial Navy.
I'll end the turn
Are
though.
there new orders from our godly emperor?
And then we'll see how bad things are gonna get. It does look pretty bad. Not gonna lie. They repaired their engine, huh? Okay. Yeah, heavy attacks against that plane. Which... Okay, so they're destroying this. Yeah. Okay. That's actually good. Okay, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, I did take quite a bit of losses, but not as much that I started getting a losses penalty. So at least that's positive.
A battleship is like a fugu fish. Deadly, yet delicious.
That's some terrible odds, though.
What does the emperor want us to do?
Don't I,
With lightning speed.
Yeah, exactly. I was really waiting for it. It's like, why don't I have this,
The sky is like an
this
ocean,
Overwatch?
and we are its sharks. fighter here. The sky is like an ocean, and we are its sharks.
Okay. So there's no more Overwatch there.
Be careful with the bombs. Here we come.
Doesn't do more damage.
Poor soul.
Don't tell me it's gonna be no losses if I do get losses. That'd be nice. I mean, I guess it kinda is because we didn't see that properly. Maybe. But I still think it kinda sucks not to see it then.
The sky is like an ocean, and we are its sharks.
A tactical bomber is here. Is someone observing that area? You can't hide from the blast waves.
Okay, that's one
What
down.
should be destroyed next?
Back at 9.
Carrying
Sure.
bombs to enemy lines. We're going to send them our generous gifts.
What does the Emperor want us to do?
So just damaging those is pretty decent, I think. Just 1 damage. Wow.
We are ready to sink their ships.
And for you it's 2.
Imperial destroyer at your service. Have a taste of our power. Done. Who's next?
Okay.
Good day, Commander. Engage, number 1. We open the doors to the abyss. Engage, number 1. Guidance insurance.
So all their guns are down now. These guys can't really do a whole lot anymore. I can torpedo them
We bring the storm,
at this stage
firestorm,
and
We
stay
have
out of
embraced
range
the entire enemy fleet,
as
if
well.
you include aircraft.
That will help a bit, I think. Although I'm probably best off.
Poor soul.
Okay, I didn't get their anti-aircraft
We are
gun,
the heart
but
of the Imperial Navy, no matter what the battleship
or
say.
Just a few
get them
moments,
targeted.
and we'll be there. Here we come.
Okay, it's the second one, and I should have a third.
We
I think. Yep. It's actually. Oh yeah, they have range 1, not range 2, of course.
The main enemy naval forces are destroyed. If there are any Yankee ships that survived, they are no longer capable of battle.
Our Navy has performed a heroic act in the name of the Emperor. Finally, the sea around Guadalcanal is free of the enemy. The one who controls the sea will put an end to the battle for the island.
Which is us, of course. Either way, we do have that objective completed now.
Deliver death.
So that's good.
Pay in blood. What does the Emperor want us to do?
We are the muscle of the Imperial Navy.
There is still this battleship though, which
All hail
is
the
going to be
Emperor.
tough to beat.
Engage, number 1. Our huge guns are about to fire. Our huge guns are about to fire. Our huge guns are about to fire.
All guns
Let's
ready.
activate that again. I haven't seen what that is yet,
Are there new orders
so that's
from
going to
our godly
be
Emperor?
important too. What is it? Destroyer. Okay,
We are the muscle of the Imperial Navy.
well,
All guns ready.
Set sail for glory.
sure, just moving there like that is
All
fine.
crews reporting.
Let's just see what that does. Please no hull. Ah, come on. It's always the hull first. They always first damage the hull for some reason, and only that other things. Right, I should be going after
They won't escape our aim.
their hull.
Exploring the area.
Our strength is a number.
Oh, that isn't destroyed yet.
Have a taste of our
Okay. How much of the enemy did I destroy now? 87. So I would wager that these are the bulk of it, although they did have 2 carriers, and I haven't seen the second one yet.
I miss the fresh air. I can't wait any longer. Launch torpedoes.
I should definitely be looking for it.
Our strength is in numbers of dead enemies. Target acquired. Which one is? Guess this one. Engaging in combat. Have a taste of our power.
It's another one destroyed.
We serve faithfully.
The
Do you require
unfortunate thing about the
assistance? Start the engine. We found their weak spot.
anti-aircraft, or about the carriers, is that
Entering the designated.
they're actually quite nasty on my
Do you
planes.
require assistance? Enemy vessels are lurking nearby.
Level up. Each enemy attack deals 1 less damage to the hull. Seems pretty good. Yes.
Good day, Commander.
Hmm.
The Imperial fleet knows no defeat.
Well, I'm certainly not looking to get them into the fight.
Those bombs are quite dangerous, you know? Bombs are gone. Let's get back to base. Here we come. Are we fully loaded?
No one can escape our fire.
I mean, it is night, so I'm taking a little bit less damage maybe from that,
We're the fastest.
but it's still very dangerous.
The sky is like an ocean, and we are its sharks.
What I will do though is I will send these guys
You
out,
know?
and maybe the AI will go and target these instead of anything else. Oh, there's
What should be destroyed next?
because they're right on top of them.
Are we fully loaded?
So with some luck, they can see them and,
We bring
you know, just start wailing on those guys instead of anything else. Alright, that is it for this turn again. Nothing else to move really except my navy. So let's end the turn. And they are going after these. Beautiful. Okay, you here? Good. It's much better. Much, much better. Oh, they have yet another destroyer. Well, didn't quite expect that, but at least the damage was not too crazy there. This does hurt though. Come on, please don't be destroyed. Oh. What? 2 submarines, 3 submarines.
Observing the horizon.
Okay, please don't. Okay, that's acceptable losses, supposedly, once again. Let's just call it acceptable losses.
We are the Sea Wolves. Ha. All sailors. Launch torpedoes.
Those were some pretty heavy attacks, so good job. And I can
Imperial
probably
Air
even. Ooh. Okay, I
Our
can't.
strength is in numbers of dead enemies. That area is under our control.
What I'll do is
We found their weak spot.
just...
We found their weak spot. Engaging in combat. Imperial destroyer at your service.
wail on them.
Targeting the enemy.
And with you guys from afar.
Checking that sector. Greetings from the
Now that these guys are gone,
Imperial Air Service.
these still have range, huh?
We bring death on our wings.
Okay, fair enough.
We are the muscle
Let's
of the
get the
Imperial
Tona class. And
Navy.
attack.
We will win the day. We will win the day. Our huge guns are about to fire.
A tactical bomber is here. Are we fully loaded?
Move you up.
Are we fully loaded? Wow. That's
Destroy the
big.
carrier.
Those bombs are quite dangerous, you
Use
know.
altitude.
Bow to the
Didn't
kiss
help,
of the
but-
Empire.
Like to think it did. Did level him up. Get less damage from support.
The weight of our bombs makes me feel more confident.
Again, let's use altitude.
Their days are numbered. Oh, that hurts. Here we come.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Our vessel is the
Oh, well.
pearl of the combined fleet. We glide. Look at those guns. They are huge. Our mighty weapons will smite.
The American group that was trying to take over Munda Airfield is destroyed.
We have taught the enemy a lesson. I hope they will not interfere with our operations from south again.
Ha. Good. Alright, so that's the entire group that tried to take it over. Apparently, I don't need to take down the submarines. Indeed, it did give me all 400 points. Though, the submarines are definitely out there.
Do you require assistance?
So,
No one can stop me, except for you.
let's throw in these.
Target acquired. Have a taste of our power. Target acquired.
I mean, look, these guys do need to die, so...
Our control.
I'm still here. The sharks are waiting for them. Critical strike.
It's the first one. It does still give me prestige to finish them off.
Imperial destroyer at your service. Target acquired.
And this destroys at least some of the engine
Target acquired.
and allows them to be targeted by torpedo bombers.
You know?
So I already
Bombs are gone.
lost 2 of those, but I still have 1.
Will there be fighters covering us? Explosions look like the rising sun. Good morning.
Do you require assistance?
You're out of range.
That area is under our control.
Bombs are gone. Let's get back to base.
Tona class can't do
We
anything.
will be on time.
So there are no other enemy units except for those submarines, so I might just as well bring these guys back and
Bombs are gone.
afterwards get
Let's
the
get back to base.
carriers as far away from this area as
See
possible.
what us to do. The warriors of the sky are at your command. I'm sure
Well, they're in a fine position. They can be targeted by those submarines at this point anyway.
Is someone observing that area?
Go in here. He already
Air
bombed.
Service.
These
Those
guys
bombs are
also
quite
did
dangerous,
that.
You know?
Let you
Approaching.
go back.
We are the instrument of the
You get
Emperor's
out of
will.
here. They won't be targeted, but if I use sonar, then afterwards I can use that.
Observing the horizon. Entering the designated area.
So hopefully they'll just go after this. And the
a fighter here.
fighter is on the ground. Rest of the aircraft are all going back. And good. Okay. Interesting that they can target that. because I don't think they should have been able to see it, but maybe they have some ability or something.
Greetings from the Imperial Navy. Engaging in combat.
Either way, it seems like that's the last of them.
Are we fully loaded? Just a few moments and we'll be there. What should be destroyed next?
It's good to know though that the
Are we fully loaded? There better be targets.
submarines don't actually count.
The weight of our bombs makes me feel more confident.
We bring the storm. Firestorm. Behind us is the rising sun. Ahead is eternal glory.
Mm-hmm.
We will be on time.
I can't wait any longer. Ugh, I like rice, but could we eat something else for a change?
No one can
I'm
stop
sending
me
these back.
except for you. Protectors of the fleet.
How much damage did I sustain? Quite a bit though. But I think overall it went relatively smoothly. And yeah, so this should do it.
All the enemy attempts to win back Guadalcanal have been broken against the samurai resilience. I suppose the U.S. commanders have finally realized that no matter how many soldiers they send there, all of them will face death on this island.
From Prime Minister Tojo to Admiral Yamamoto.
Yeah, that final talk was about the objective almost running out of time, but obviously that doesn't matter. I do now get +3 naval attack to the HQ unit by getting the Grand Cordon of the Order of the Illustrious Dragon. Who comes up with these names? And then I also got the Grand Cordon of the Order of the Golden Kite. +2 command points. Well, not bad. Let's see the cutscene.
According to Admirals Nagumo and Ota, the U.S. troops have finally retreated from Guadalcanal. It is a victory.
Great! This time Americans made me worry. But fortunately, we managed to overcome them. I want to personally congratulate our seamen and pilots on the front lines for the completion of this long and arduous operation.
Undoubtedly, your visit to the front lines will boost morale.
Uh-oh.
However, it is very dangerous. Guadalcanal is still within range of U.S. aviation. I do not think that you as Commander-in-Chief have the right to put yourself at such a risk.
Our men sacrifice their lives daily while I am sitting here in safety.
Don't do it.
My visit is the least I can do for them. Inform our troops about my arrival.
Yes, Admiral.
Better don't. Yep.
Our intelligence did its job. Now we will present Yamamoto with his personal Pearl Harbor. Begin the attack.
Here we go.
American fighters!
Still alive, I guess.
Stepping into the path of the warrior, you have to accept your death. so that never again will you be guided by fear. A cumin will be your guide instead. I am long since ready to die at any given moment. I could have died today, but it seems I'm destined to serve Japan a bit longer.
Okay, I guess he survived? Good. Good. I expected that all along, of course. Of course. Yeah. So let's take a look at that campaign map. Next up will be the invasion of Australia. Alright, alright. You know, at the start of this campaign, I kind of predicted that probably up till Guadalcanal, the actual battle scenes will be historic, with, of course, potential ahistorical outcomes. And then after that, there will be either Hawaii or Australia as the obvious places of next engagement, and indeed it was. So next up will be Australia. We'll also take care of our forces, etc., in the next episode. For now, I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and see you all next time. Take care. See you then. Bye-bye.